Hi guys, welcome back to No Ghostwriter. Follow no_ghostwriter on Twitter and Instagram for 24/7 rap and hip hop talk. And be sure to like this video, leave a comment and subscribe if you like what I'm talking about today. So today I am gonna do a ranking video. I finally am starting to do one of these videos. I've been asked to do this for a really long time on the channel, but truth be told, I haven't figured out how to do that whole ranking background thing, but I've learned now. And so I'm really looking forward to this. I'm gonna be doing Nicki's 2009 and 2010 feature verses. This is an extremely iconic era because it was her debut era. So this was the time where she was coming out on the mainstream scene for the first time, and she was just dropping feature after feature after feature. And it includes the era of her most iconic feature, Monster. But I will say that Monster is not her best feature. It's her most iconic feature because it's the one that really solidified the fact that as a rookie she was already getting 50K, no album out, and she was besting some of the best rappers of all time as a rookie. No one has done that since, and no one's gonna do that again. So the entire 2009-2010 period is a massively iconic era for anyone who is a fan of Nicki Minaj and anyone who just loves rap and hip hop, because that era, her stepping out into the game, completely changed everything. And 10 years later, we wouldn't even have the kind of rap and hip hop landscape that we have now if it wasn't for Nicki's iconic debut run in 2009 to 2010. So I've decided the tiers based on the most iconic moments in Barb history, and it's not all of the most iconic moments because this is only a 5-tier list, but maybe one day we can get really complex and have extremely detailed tiers that only the Barbs understand. I would very much be up for that. But for now, these are the tiers that I've got. So the first thing I'm gonna caveat is that I do not think that Nicki's got bad features, bad verses, anything like that. She's got verses that I like more or less than others, and that's what this entire ranking system is about. It's just about, okay, which are my favorite out of a bunch of really exceptional work. So first of all, I'm gonna say that this is all for fun, and I don't actually think that any of Nicki's songs are really bottom barrel or anything like that. So don't come for me because I'm a Barb too. So the tiers that I've gone for in order of least favorite to most favorite. Least favorite is the Nicki Hate Train tier. Barbs, need I say more? If you don't know what the Nicki Hate Train is, check out my video on my channel on what was the Nicki Hate Train and who wanted to end her career. Have a good look at that. I thought it's one of the most emotional and difficult, but also just interesting from a historical point of view, periods of Nicki's career, and I think that it's worthwhile checking out if you want to understand where a lot of Nicki's fans are coming from and you just want to have an understanding of some of the industry politics. The next tier is Boo'd Up Remix. I do not know why the Barbs do not like Boo'd Up Remix. It's lost beyond me. I actually really liked it, but just because I know that it's a moment that people would rather forget, I put Boo'd Up Remix as the tier just above Nicki Hate Train. So I put Mixtape Nicki as the one in the middle because I think Mixtape Nicki is that sort of Nicki that everyone likes. You know, your grandma likes Mixtape Nicki. Mixtape Nicki brings together communities. Even if you're talking to someone who has no idea that Nicki's got other features beyond Monster and other songs other than Starships because they don't know her music, put on Mixtape Nicki and you're 100% gonna get them on board, and they're probably gonna leave a Barb. And what's also really iconic about Mixtape Nicki is that it's such an iconic point of her era that she actually had a whole segment on her last Queen tour in Europe that had a mixtape segment when she came out with DJ Booth and did the iconic bust down Barbiana strut in Paris. So the next tier up is Roman's Revenge. Now Roman's Revenge, oh my gosh. Roman's Revenge is an iconic moment in Nicki's rookie career because she came out and destroyed a veteran as a rookie, rest in peace. And what's also iconic about Roman's Revenge is that it's Roman, and Roman is Nicki's just especially we're looking at 2009 and 2010 features, Roman is just iconic, and Roman encapsulates that period of time because no one had ever seen anyone rap like Roman raps. And so Roman's Revenge has got to be the elite tier. But of course, there is a tier that's even more elite than the elite tier, and that is the Say So remix versus Savage remix. I cannot explain the way my heart pressure was so high. My heart was like beating out of my chest. I don't even think my law exams had me that stressed than Say So remix versus Savage remix. When we were gonna find out if Nicki was gonna get her first #1, and she did, but that was a stressful moment on Stan Twitter because you had the Beehive and you had the Barbs, and then you had the Hot Girls who were like a combination of both. It was complex, it was stressful, but when Nicki came out on top, it was iconic because the Barbs had spent so much time and effort and money in streaming and just making sure that Say So remix was being played. And also it was amazing because Doja Cat had already had such good label support that it brought it all together, the fan connection with the label support, and it was an unstoppable formula. And what's also interesting, I did a whole video on that when Nicki went #1 with Say So remix, and you can watch that on my channel. Check that out if you're interested in reliving that moment and getting all excited again. I actually did that video completely spontaneously, and so you catch my actual real life reaction to Nicki's #1. Okay, so let me not waste any time and get right into the ranking. Okay, hi you guys. Sorry, but I had to switch to my laptop camera because my camera batteries will not charge and I didn't want to wait to get started on the ranking. Okay, so let's start. Let's start with Sweet Dreams. I love Sweet Dreams. I don't think people understand that this was 2010 or 2009. I can't remember which one it was, but it's one of the 2 years. This was the time where Nicki and Wayne, you know, it very much was Young Money, and like she was referring to herself as, you know, he's the president, she's Nicki Lewinsky, she's the president of, like, you know, she would refer to herself in that way, like her and Wayne side by side just killing the game, which they were in 2010 especially. I think towards the latter period of 2010, Nicki sort of went out on her own, but seriously, Sweet Dreams remix from Beyonce's iconic I'm Sasha Fierce. This verse was a different time. You know, this was such a long verse, and the bars in this, I couldn't even get my head around all of them. I had to listen to this twice. Bike here, throw it up, no high chair. Cold like a white bear. Freddy Krueger, I'm a rap bitch nightmare. And I'm rich, I could buy you. Kill bitches, leave their body in a bayou. More brain than an IQ, more head than a dread. My youth. Oh my god. This was just a different flow. No one was flowing like this. I love Sweet Dreams. I love the bars. The fact that she was, as a rookie, rapping like this. I think it's mixtape Nicki. I think Sweet Dreams, Lil Wayne remix, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Nicki, back in the days where, you know, you could do bootleg remixes. I think that one's comfortable mixtape Nicki. Okay, up next is the best song of the era. I'm sorry. Okay, okay, maybe I'm gonna change my mind once we get into the video, but Up Out My Face, Mariah Carey featuring Nicki Minaj. I didn't even know these women had a beef because I grew up in England, so I wasn't watching American Idol. I didn't know that they were beefing. All I knew was Up Out My Face, and I thought that they were the best. And if I'm not wrong, I swear they've got another song together, but I can't remember which one it is right now. But Up Out My Face, Mariah Carey, Nicki Minaj is, I'm sorry, it's Say So remix versus Savage remix tier. It's just exceptional. And it's such a good verse, and I still know it off by heart, and it's just like my favorite verse. I regularly rap Nicki's Up Out My Face verse for no good reason. I'll be like, styling on them big B's, bring the Benz out. Up next was Looking at Me with Pearl Future featuring Nicki Minaj. I've never heard this song before except for just now. For some reason I don't have the picture, so I can't rank it. I'm sorry. But you know what? That song is awful, but Nicki's verse was really tight, and I want somebody to like mix that verse over a recent beat. That was a really good verse. I'm putting it comfortably in mixtape Nicki as well, but I don't have a picture for that one. So this song, 5-star remix, a lot of people know this because of Nicki's like iconic look with the bangs and the pink hair, and just had an epiphany, I need to go to Tiffany's, Fendi on my slippers and my cookies always slippery, I don't need help, I pay the bills on time, so I be yelling fuck 'em with the dildo sign. 5 little mama, you a 3-star. I ain't sleeping when I say I'm in my dream car. Oh, did I stutter? Harajuku hyphen. Barbie, I'm hot, I think it's time to put the rice in. I was in my chair, I was gluing my weaving. When you hit the stage, they was booing and leaving. Young Money, red flag, no more auditions. Ask Lil Wayne who the 5-star bitch is. Say So Savage remix. It has to be. That verse is the whole reason why a whole bunch of people rap the way they do, and had all these bitches rocking pink hair and bangs though. Now I got them rocking inches now, but we'll get to that era. This is 2009, 2010. But what I'm trying to say is that this was particularly the image from this video made it really, really important and significant, and therefore it is Say So remix versus Savage remix tier. So the next song is Bedrock. I have a really funny story about Bedrock actually, and the first time I heard it, which I will never tell anyone on the internet. But this song very much sticks out in my mind. I think it was one of the second times ever that I heard Nicki Minaj, if it wasn't the first. I do believe the first time I'd heard it was already Itty Bitty Piggy. But again, like I said, I was very young at the time. I think I was 12. So I don't know, you know, that whole period of time is mushed up. I don't know whether I heard this and then I heard Itty Bitty. I don't know. But all I know is that I very much remember Bedrock coming out. I think this was an iconic song. Okay, I get it. Let me think. I guess it's my turn. I guess it's time to put your pussy on your sideburns. I think it definitely opened the world up to Nicki's Barbie persona. I think that she definitely had a clear, defined brand, which is something that she also talked about on the Sweet Dreams remix. And I think branding and her creating a Barbie brand through all these features was a real dominant time and point in her career, like, and what she was saying in her verses at this time. It was a dominant theme. So I'm gonna put Bedrock from the Young Money album on mixtape Nicki tier. Okay, now next up is Hello Good Morning remix. I don't even know if I even need to explain how ridiculous Nicki's flow on Hello, no, it's Say So versus Savage remix tier, and I will say to this day the girls are still in the studio trying to sound like Nicki did on Hello Good Morning remix, because I done came up in it a little bit self-centered, but did I kill the queen? Did Alexander McQueen get the battle? They wish they could rap like that, but it's not your flow. You're copying her style, copyana. Anyway, let's carry on. So up next is All I Do Is Win remix, and this is gonna be Roman's Revenge tier, because once again, you had Nicki proving as a rap rookie that she could out-rap established male rappers. And people who are on this track alongside Nicki Minaj with T-Pain, Diddy, Rick Ross, a real spitter, Busta Rhymes, a real spitter, Fabulous, a real spitter, Jadakiss, an iconic spitter, Fat Joe, and Swizz Beatz. This just shows the rosters that Nicki was appearing on at the beginning of her career, and she out-rapped every man on this track hands down. So that is Roman's Revenge tier, and I feel like Roman's Revenge tier really encapsulates what we were dealing with when we had rookie Nicki, as in she just came in and uprooted the entire game and just threw it out the window. Her and Drake and Wayne were just standing on this brand new landscape that they created. And so All I Do Is Win remix shows that even when you put Nicki on a track with like 5-6 dudes, she's still gonna out-rap everybody. Because unlike a lot of these girls, whether whack or lit, at least she can say she wrote every rap she spit. Alright, let's go. Next song. Fuck, I look like ho. I look like yes, and you look like no. I'm a bad bitch. I ain't never been a mixed breed. On a diet, but I'm doing donuts in the 6-speed. M6 is on the M2. I see a couple rap bitches on the menu. So I'll collect 100 thou at the venue. And pop bottles with my team. Young Money till the death of me. Excuse me? Up All Night from Drake, Thank Me Later. Iconic. I love this song. Nicki's verse is just ridiculous. And if you've never heard this, don't worry, there is going to be a playlist of every single song on here in the link in my description. So if you're sleeping, you can get woke. Because honestly, these verses, the girls are mining for content. I promise. When they want some inspiration, this is what they go back and listen to, because this is what they were listening to. These verses birth an entire generation, and this isn't even all of her work. And we're just doing non-album songs. We're gonna do a whole ranking thing of actual album songs, because there's so much content to get through. So listen, understand that we're dealing with top tier rap material. Okay, next song. I'm in a pretty little mood. I trick these little dudes. I tell them that I love them, but I never really do. See, I like pretty shoes, and I like pretty minks, and I like sightseeing the pyramids and the Sphinx. He cop Italian pieces, so I do the fist pump. And I can only push it if the trunk is in the front. If the trunk is in the back, then you gotta take it back. You can hit me on the jet. I chat on the Mac. See, I am who I am. Nicki M, motherfucker. If she say she not a fan, she a lying motherfucker. Always shopping in Paris, so I speak a little French. Oui, raggedy. Time for you to hit the bench. For the Money, Fabulous, and Nicki Minaj. You guys, I'm obsessed with this verse. It's so good. That is Say So remix, Savage remix tier. I love For the Money. If you haven't heard For the Money, you're missing out on some iconic Nicki Minaj, and you're doing yourself a horrible, horrible disservice. I'm just telling you now. Okay, up next is Haterade, and I love Haterade. I've actually got Haterade on one of my motivational playlists, and Haterade is from Georgia's Most Wanted by Gucci Mane. I think Haterade is so good because Nicki was actually really talking about look how I did it, look how it came to pass when I said it. We can do debit, I don't need no credit. Yes, I'm epic. It's been, what was it? It's been for 8 years, but I broke the record. And I love this verse because you can see even at the start or the earliest points of her career, Nicki was aware of all the critique and all the critics that she had. And she goes, this one goes out to all of my critics. Don't you feel stupid? Look how I did it. Look how it came to pass when I said it. We can do debit. I don't need no credit. Yes, I'm epic. Look how I rep it. It's been 8 years, but I broke the record. And what I really like that she's referring to then is she's talking about the complete lack of female rap presence in that 8-year period. So she hadn't, before she got a #1 on the rap charts, the person before that was Missy Elliott, and there was a whole general drought. And I talked about this in my video on why Nicki didn't sign the Female Rapper 360 deal. I talked a lot about the significance of Nicki's come up and how she actually came up against the background of female rap being very much a dead genre. So she said, you know, it's been 8 years, but I broke the record. I'm all that I can be. And I'll admit I'm appalled when they envy, because you can do it too. And you can do it too. I just happen to be the girl that they threw it to. And I think that's a really important message, because she's always said that there's no reason other women cannot be successful. But don't be angry at me because I have been successful. And don't be angry at me because I was out here working and winning, and people who came before me were not doing that, you know. And there's nobody who has had come-ups after Nicki Minaj that can say the same thing, because Nicki's always been active and present and working. So she came out against the backdrop of there being almost nothing. And so I think it's important that we just compare and contrast that. But I really, really like Haterade. I think Haterade is a great song, and I'm gonna put it on mixtape Nicki tier. Oh my god, Hold Ya, Nicki Minaj, Egyptian. Again, this is one of the like early songs that I'd ever heard, and this song is so good. I'm obsessed with it, and I just don't even know, I really just don't even know any song that's like this one. It's so good, and I'm obsessed. How did you guys not know? Hey, yo, Egyptian, I can't do it. Hey, yo, Egyptian, tell him Figuan, a fiction. This one, yeah, tell a bad gal edition. Let me not even ruin it, but I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this song. Where's the picture for it? Do I not have the picture? I can't find it. I can't find the picture, but Hold Ya is Egyptian, and Nicki Minaj is gonna sit comfortably on mixtape Nicki tier. I'm putting it on mixtape Nicki tier. Just imagine it's there because... Okay, up next is Nicki Minaj and Jay Sean, 2012, It Ain't the End. So what's crazy about this song is that its entire marketing strategy was about how 2012 was gonna be the end of the world. And because remember there was that Mayan calendar. I don't know why, because this song was released in 2010, so I don't know why it was being... Anyway, but the point is Nicki had a feature on there, and this was a major like crossover because Jay Sean was like an English R&B guy, so Nicki was like making international music. I definitely remember this playing all the time. And okay, so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I listen to Jay Sean in my free time, because I absolutely do not. But in terms of this verse, this was the time when Weezy was in prison and Nicki shouts that out in her verse, and I talked about this as well in the 360 Deal video. But Lil Wayne being absent, Nicki and Drake, and I also talked about this in my videos on Nicki and Drake. They were on their own, essentially. So the man that had brought them up and introduced them was behind bars, and so they had to go and make money for the label, and really in their early year push themselves and be out there. And so this was one of the songs that Nicki did. So I mean, do I like I said, do I listen to Jay Sean in my free time? I most certainly do not do that. However, this was a really good verse. I'm ambivalent. I really like this verse because it was that commercial, you know, crossover track that Nicki could do. So but I am gonna put it on Boot Up Remix. Please don't be angry at me if you're a 2012 It Ain't the End of the World stan. Now we've got Monster. Okay, now I know everybody always says Monster is Nicki's best verse, and like the Barbs are the only people that seem to be aware of the fact that it's not even a top 5 Nicki Minaj verse. And I appreciate if you're not a Barb, you're gonna be looking at me thinking, what? How could that possibly be true? But I'm here to tell you, on behalf of the Barbs, Monster is not even a top 5 Nicki verse. So keep that in mind when I rank this. Okay, so am I gonna sit here and lie to you and say pull up in the Monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka? Yeah, I'm in the Tonka collar of Willy Wonka. You can be the king, but watch the queen conquer. Obviously, it's an iconic track. So the question is it Roman's Revenge tier, or is it Say So Remix versus Savage Remix tier of iconic? The thing is, when I first heard Monster, I already was starting to become a Nicki stan because I'd had all of this other material, right? So I heard it and I was like, yeah, there she goes. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that, and you know, all I'd seen her do is out rap men. So I wasn't surprised when I saw her out rapping men. So I think in line with that, I'm gonna put it next to All I Do Is Win remix. yes, I put Monster on Roman's Revenge tier and not on Say So Remix versus Savage Remix tier. Because although it is an iconic song, it is not new. It wasn't new for me when this came out to see Nicki out-rap men. And I'd already seen her slay it on another track that same year. So that's where Monster is going in my ranking. Okay, next song. Okay, so up next is I Ain't Through, Miss Keisha Cole and Nicki Minaj. This was hilarious. This Lil Kim was getting dissed. I'm sorry, I don't know who else she was referring to. She said you a mutt, tell her quack quack, she a motherfucking duck goose, she a Saturday Night Live spoof. One thing the coop never got, roof. Yeah, I took the spot, she gone, poof. Listen, we all know that 2010 was an interesting time. It was the Pink Friday. Lil Kim responds with Black Friday. It must hurt to put your album on PayPal. This is where we were at in 2010. So for that reason, this verse was rude, crude, and classic Nicki Minaj. So it's going in Roman's Revenge tier. Okay, so next is Roger That, and if not alone for flow tighter than in a butt, if that's not enough for you, she also had Cause It's Barbie Bitch, I done coin, wait. She also had Cause It's Barbie Bitch, you can join the wave, I done penny nickel dime, I done coined the phrase, ha, you couldn't beat me there if you had a leer, Indian style courtside with a cavalier, VIP rose, you can have a beer, cause honey when you getting money you don't have a care. Yeah, iconic. So I'm gonna say Roger That is gonna go on. I'm in the collard green 6'6". I'm in the collard green 6, cornbread in the guts. Ooh, did you get that bar? She's saying I'm in the collard green 6, cornbread in the guts. She's using the color green. She's saying the interior's cream, but she's using the, oh! Got the Halloween kicks, trick or treat in the clutch. Ooh, come on, hitters, you tricking or what? For flow tighter than in the, Is it Say So tier or is it Roman's Revenge tier? It's definitely not mixtape Nicki tier. It's higher than that. It's higher than mixtape Nicki tier. I'm gonna say it's Roman's Revenge tier. I'm gonna say it's Roman's Revenge tier. Okay? Okay. If you disagree with me, jump in the comments. But I think Roger That can comfortably go in Roman's Revenge tier. Okay? Okay, so honorary mention goes to Knockout, Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. This is their like rock song where they're like over like these heavy guitars and whatever. For some reason, again, I don't have the picture, so we're gonna say that one is gonna be, I'm sorry, it's Boo'd Up Remix. I'm sorry. I know that this is gonna hurt a lot of people, especially our emo barbs, our heavy metal barbs. I know you're out there, you are seen, you are heard, but it's Boo'd Up Remix tier. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. Next, my chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick should. Oh, chef cooking for me. They say my shoe get. Now all these bitches wanna try and be my bestie, but I take a left and leave him hanging like a testy. Trash out to him, then I put him in a hefty. Running down the court, I'm dunking on him, Lisa Leslie. It's going down, basement. Friday the 13th, guess who's playing Jason? Tuck yourself in, you better hold on to your teddy. It's Nightmare on Elm Street and guess who's playing Freddy? Chef cooking for me. They say my shoe game crazy, the mental asylum looking for me. You a rookie to me. I'm in that wham bam purple lamb. Damn, bitch, you been a fan. Nope, I'm sorry. It's Roman's Revenge tier. I might even put that in Say So Remix tier. Let me look at those bars again. Now all these bitches wanna try and be my bestie, but I take a left and leave him hanging like a testy. do we want to talk about the fact that all everyone ever talks about is, oh, Nicki's mean, Nicki doesn't get on with other female rappers, Nicki stops bags, and yet she's been saying they all want to try and be my bestie, but I take a left, I'm leaving hanging like a testy. Do you see the imagery? What? Trash talk to him, then I put him in a hefty. Running down the court and dunking on him, Lisa Leslie. Ooh, that flow was tight. Yeah, Say I've upgraded it. I've upgraded my chick bad to Say So remix versus Savage remix tier. And I'm comfortable with my decision. I'm very comfortable with my decision. Okay, on to the next song. Okay, It's Raining Men, Rihanna and Nicki. This song is hilarious. This song is actually really funny. Nicki's got, this is like when she shows that she's got animation, but she's also comedy gold. Okay, I'm putting it on mixtape Nicki tier. I've put it on mixtape Nicki tier. If you disagree, please tell me in the comments. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I found that really, really fun. I really think that of all of Nicki's features, even though I think that she's got so many more features, I mean, there's a whole 10 years of features on top of everything we just looked at. I still think this era was iconic for all of the reasons I said at the start of the video. If you like this video, comment below what are your favorite features from throughout the 2009-2010 era. Do you disagree with me? Are there any things that you wouldn't have put on the Nicki Hate Train tier? Are there things that you would have put on the Say So remix tier? Let me know. I'd love to read your comments and I try and reply to all of them that I can. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please like, leave a comment and subscribe, and make sure that you follow no_ghostwriter on Twitter and Instagram for 24/7 rap and hip hop talk. Peace out guys, and I'll see you in my next video.